The secret of meditation is more practical than most realize. Getting control over our minds allows us to shape life to our desires as closely as we possibly can. Luck helps, but an obedient mind can utilize even the worst events as opportunities to our goal's benefit. When our thoughts are focused on the achievement and paths to our dreams, our actions, under the mind's command, both consciously and subconsciously work to manifest dreams into reality. From deliberate steps down to maintaining the appropriate attitude, we will avoid sabotaging ourselves. As mystical as it sounds, don't knock the benefit of visualizing and holding a clear mental image of what you desire. You may not magically win an Oscar just because you keep imagining one in your hand. It may work that way for some. But don't underestimate the goal-setting, reality-shaping, attitude-creating, behavior-modifying reach of the subconscious mind, or higher self. It should be safe to use that term at this point in the reading. The more detail in which we can imagine our end results, just about pretending with full force that we have already achieved our dreams from time to time, the more efficient we can be at determining our actions. Sometimes I think about it as if I were that lead character in the movie Premium Rush. He's a bike messenger being chased by a dirty cop through the streets of New York. He knows he wants to get from point A to point B, but it's New York. There's traffic and pedestrians and danger to traverse. Whenever he is at an actual crossroads, he plays out the scenario, animated by After Effects style lines on the screen, of each decision on where he should take his bike. With one route, he sees himself getting hit by a car. In another route, he sees himself knocking over a pedestrian who then gets run over by a bus. In the third route, he sees himself jumping the sidewalk and over some obstacles and getting away. He takes the third option, of course, not really a spoiler alert since this situation happens frequently throughout the movie and is not totally integral to the plot. Of course, in real life, we can't predict the future. But if we know where we are going in as much detail as we can imagine it, and if we practice controlling our minds with meditation, character building, emotional intelligence, and confident mental savvy, we can make the right decisions in the heat of any moment. And dreams are achieved just like that, moment to moment, one step at a time. Sometimes you get to jump 3 or 4 steps. Sometimes you slide back 5. But unlike Sisyphus, you can actually get that boulder on top of that hill. In case my frequent mention of boulders doesn't make any sense, Sisyphus was the mythological king punished by being compelled to roll an immense boulder up a hill, only to watch it roll back down and to repeat this action forever. Sound familiar? It should. It's what every person who has ever tried to accomplish anything feels like. Look, we're better off than the cursed king because our mind can actually help us to make progress pushing that rock. Whether all that pushing was worth it once at the top, well, that remains to be assessed.